Yeah, I'm ready. Well, here are some answers to questions that have been posed to me. The first question is, how do I know the inductee? Well, I think I know her pretty well since she's my daughter. And what is my connection in tennis? Well, I suppose hitting a few thousand tennis balls and driving a few thousand miles to tennis tournaments and watching, I don't know how many hours of tennis. That counts, I guess, as involvement with tennis. I never coached her formally on a team, but I saw her play so many, many, many times. How has the inductee been able to make an impact on the game in the different roles and her involvement in tennis? Well, that's a kind of tough one. I think, first of all, it's her role model style as a teammate and then later as a coach. All these would certainly add up to being someone making a major impact. She also, with her husband, who was a tennis pro, teaching pro, and had a college career at Stanford, so he came out of some pretty high-level tennis ability, and the two of them had much impact on many ways throughout the years as teachers, and Jeff was also someone who innovated tennis styles and tennis rackets, etc. So there's a lot of impact that comes from Becky and her husband. Describe what you feel are the greatest qualities of the inductee, both as a person and as a tennis player. Well, as a person, I can add this quick anecdote. Last week, Nikki and I, my wife Nikki and I, were at Becky's school. She had an hour and a half free over lunch, and we were going around seeing things that were being done at her school, and we kept running into her colleagues. And the first six that we met all said, "Oh, your daughter is so wonderful." The seventh one said, "Oh, your daughter is amazing." I said, "Oh, I thought she was wonderful." And the teacher said, "Well, she's that too." And I think that's her quality in action. And she brought that to her tennis performance, sometimes too much so, because she once told me after a tennis match that she really didn't mind losing too much because it made her opponent feel so good when she won. So that's Becky in action. What is the most impactful thing that you feel the inductee has been able to do in growing the game? Well, I think this part is where her husband and her worked together to do things. I mean, they were at the National Open with a tennis wall that was a special kind of teaching tool. They impacted the life of so many other players as teachers and coaches and so forth. And, well, it could just go on in that direction. But all in all, I guess as a Little League father, prejudiced father, she's earned this role. Thank you.